Oh man, is it nice to be back with all four of us? Welcome to the No Offseason podcast. We don't really have an intro, but it's just a podcast with four dudes talking some sports, talking some shit, and here we are, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Brian and Cam are back. Welcome
We
back.
back.
Oh yeah.
Hiatuses.
We had Valentine's yesterday. Jordan. Whoa, Jordan. What do we got there?
Us.
Oh, feedback.
It didn't mute, but we're good.
I like it. Okay. First question. Is Valentine's Day a hoax of a holiday?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. 100%.
It was just a Tuesday to me.
Like, is it fair for people to get mad at their significant other if they don't go all out on Valentine's?
No.
No, not one bit.
Maybe
what
if
I'm
it's
saying.
like more than your first one. I feel like girls value it a little bit more. Like the first one, sure. I
Yeah.
guess.
But it's
I
like,
honestly forgot about it.
it's like, hey,
Well, you've also had like 7.
yeah,
It's the first one, seventh one, same fucking difference. It's another fucking
it's the
day.
same thing. It's the same thing. Over and
No,
over
who's
right,
not
again.
gonna
same
like
shit.
hearing that?
I don't give a shit.
Oh man. Well, what else has been up, boys? You had Mr. Cam going to Phoenix. We had Bryant going to Atlantic City. Wait. Final number. What was the final number, Bryant?
Oh yeah, what with the tally?
He doesn't want to talk about
I
it.
don't want
What
to talk about
damage?
it.
What damage did you do to yourself in the
I
finance
don't
world?
really want to talk about it.
Okay, so it was more than a grand.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
how you even
like-
get to that point.
6.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Remember that Fogo de Chao dinner he was going to take us on after AC? I don't think that's
We're not-
happening,
Well, that's
guys.
over.
I don't think
That's
that was
over.
happening, guys.
We gotta
That's-
wait for the next bonus check.
That's on
Yeah,
me.
right.
Oh,
Lord.
God. Way to
Oh,
go.
all right.
Way
Well,
to go.
let's hit it off. It's the return of the BBC. It's been a while. Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan, please introduce us
Well,
to the newest
I mean,
member.
The guy in the BBC today, he's a pretty cool cat. He's pretty good at what he does. Some might even say the greatest at what he does. He played in a pretty big game this past weekend, and it hurts my soul to have to say that he's a damn Super Bowl champion again. But welcome to the pod, Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. I
Yeah.
like that one.
We
I
got
like that one.
we got the Kelsey boy in here.
Damn, you made Jordan introduce that. That's some balls.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, a little fucked up.
To be fair, he likes to introduce, so I just went. I didn't even think about that in that.
That's fair.
aspect.
That's fair. We'll
That's
get to the
like-
No,
game.
you didn't.
Actually-
you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me say what the fuck when you said that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but on that note, I've composed a song.
Ooh.
Here we
damn.
go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Cry, Eagles, cry. You blew a 10-point lead. Cry, Eagles, cry. Travis is the best, Kelsey.
Kelce.
You got
That's
cocky, then got humbled, and we watched your spirit die. Cry, Eagles, cry. On the plane back to Philly. EAGLES losers.
You know, that was a prime opportunity to put the word Sirianni in there, but it's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll get the next one.
It's okay.
That's fucked up. You went like full
You did go full blown right there.
blown.
A good song, though.
That was
did.
like a
Ooh,
Mariah Carey jingle.
the lag
Thank
is
you.
back.
The cam lag just hit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it hit.
It's
But
not.
you get-
It's like a second or two. So I mean,
Jesus. All right. We'll
But
figure
yeah.
it out.
What you
Yeah.
get. Respect the Giants' father.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. It popped in my
We're
head.
4-1 in the big game.
I
Yeah, but you were 0-3 against us this year, so
Yeah, but you're 1-4 in the big game.
that's fine. We got the most recent. We got the most recent Super Bowl of the bunch, so
That's true. That's true.
You know what doesn't
I
really
can't hate
matter
on
because
that.
the Bears got the number 1 overall pick.
It really just comes back
For
to the
now.
Bears, honestly.
For now.
Well, unless they trade. But, I mean, would I rather lose in the Super Bowl or have the number 1 overall pick? I think I'm going to choose to have the number 1 overall pick. I don't want to get that far and tease.
I mean, there's no difference between losing the Super Bowl and being the number 1 pick. Guess what? At the end of the day, you didn't win it all. So the Eagles and the Bears are the same.
They're the same.
Same.
We're conference champions, so it's cool.
Yeah, it
No
was a
one
good
cares
year.
about that.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
I
it.
don't care.
We're conference losers.
I mean,
Same.
we're gonna talk
Who's-
about it right now.
Well, who's on my jersey first?
No one cares. I'm just kidding. All right.
Player.
Fair. Honestly, that's fair.
A player.
I mean, D-Book.
Play.
I'm one. Yeah, it's a throwback D-Book jersey.
All right. Y'all got me. It's the book.
Of course
Like I
it
said,
is.
There's no way you
It's-
have a Kevin Johnson or Charles Barkley jersey. So.
Yeah. Or Dan Marley or Sean Marion.
I do have another Suns jersey that's not D-Book. Actually, I have 2 Suns jerseys that are not D-Book. And one on the way, thanks to
Mari
what happened this
Stoudemire.
past week.
Of course.
Yeah, that one. But let's get into the Super Bowl, boys. Honestly, outside of the thing that we're going to talk about, 38-35 was a damn good Super Bowl.
Great game.
Yeah, great game, which we all really hoped. You matched them up. It was a really good game. In the first half, the Eagles dominated. Time of possession, offensively, they dominated. And then the second half, it just was Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. They didn't have a lot of huge plays, but they were so consistent. Mahomes was 13 of 14 in the second half. That run game produced like crazy. Isaiah Pacheco was just finding holes everywhere. The Eagles defense couldn't get to Mahomes one bit. 0 sacks.
Couldn't tackle anybody to save their life either.
Yeah, that too. It's just
Yeah.
it was a crazy game. It went back and forth. You only had that one fumble, which turned out to be absolutely huge down the end, down the stretch. But, I mean, you look at it. Jalen Hurts performed. Mahomes performed. A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devonta Smith, Travis Kelce. Like, everyone did a
Big boys
freaking part.
balled.
Yeah,
Everyone not named
The
Miles
big boys
Sanders.
balled.
Yeah, everyone not named Miles Sanders,
Literally.
but that was Miles Sanders' last game as an Eagle.
Most
But
likely.
we're gonna give the floor to the resident Eagle fan since his team was in the Super Bowl. Jordan, give us your recap, synopsis, whatever you got for us.
Jalen Hurts is that dude. I mean, if anybody
1000%.
doubted it, like myself at the start of the year, you can't doubt it anymore. He went toe to toe.
We all doubted that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Of the year.
Oh,
This
1000%.
whole podcast. Let's just get it
I
out
can
there. We all
officially
did.
say that I am a Hurts truther. I apologize, and I know you're gonna say cool, Jalen. So it's cool. Yeah, he played the best game of the year for himself. Yeah, it was a tale of 2 halves. The first half was the team that went 14-3 this year and dominated time of possession. Defense would be able to get a stop. They played keep away. Second half was the team from last year, and the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. But yeah, I mean, it came down to who had the ball last and what team made the least amount of mistakes, and that was the Chiefs. So I mean, you can't really, like I said, maybe you wish the offense didn't stall. But like I said, it came down to that fumble by Jalen, which was just one of those just switching hands, trying to keep it away from the defense. Just slipped out of his hand, perfectly bounced into Bolton's hand. He took it in. In the third quarter, you have that play to Quez, hits him right in the hand. Quez needs to come down with that play. He comes down with that play, we might be talking about a whole different game. But just mistakes that you were able to get by with coming up to the Super Bowl, but once you get to the big game, you gotta make those plays, and it wasn't meant to be. And also, we're probably gonna talk about this, but man, did that field suck.
Yeah.
Never seen so many players slip and fall and lose their footing in a game before.
There's a lot of points to talk about this game, but
Yeah.
Oh yes, but no, I mean, there's not much to complain about. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played really well. One
Yeah.
team made more plays.
all right, Ryan, what's your synopsis?
Well, I want to touch back on the field sucking. What else do you want them to fucking do anymore? The turf sucks. The field sucks. Let's just go back to concrete. Play on fucking concrete. Can't keep bitching about the fucking fields. Excuse after excuse for Eagles fans.
Well,
Fields
I
don't
think
suck.
I think.
Well, hold
I-
on. It's not an excuse for Eagles fans. It was for both. It was for both teams.
Well, no, I've heard a lot of Eagles fans bitching about it, but I will
That's
say
the
this.
biggest issue.
Hold on.
That's the
I,
biggest
I-
complaint.
I will say this. The Kelseys made a very good point on their podcast today to talk about it, and it was very brief. And they said, I kind of like those conditions because it makes it like it's a mentality thing. Like
That's what
you,
said, yeah.
I don't. If he's not bitching about it, the Eagles fans got no right to bitch about it.
But
That's all I
here-
gotta say.
Here's my thing: is if it was on turf and someone got injured, that'd be the issue. Since it was on actual grass, and that's what all the players want, you can't bitch about it.
Yeah, and then they were slipping. But they're going to find ways to bitch about everything. It's the refs, it's the field, but it's not even just Eagles. Everybody was bitching about it.
Hold on. Let's not even talk about fandom because fandoms are just going to say whatever.
No, it's not. It's not even about that. I'm just saying we've had this discussion on multiple platforms. On ESPN was talking about it.
Because like they talked about the field and every Eagles player answered it the exact same way. They're like, guess what? Kansas City played on that too. So
Sure did.
obviously the fans are going to say stuff because they lost the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's not like the players were saying that stuff. The players were just like, yeah, we both played on the same field, and that was the outcome.
I actually really respect what the Eagles said about the last call of the game too, which we can get into. But they had some good responses on stuff that I actually respect. So
yeah,
shout out to you guys.
I will say this right now. Big applause to the Eagles franchise and to all their players. You know, right after the Super Bowl, they didn't make any excuses. They all said, even if it was just like the right thing to say at the right time, it was just really good. You know, no one said anything. Everyone was like, hey, they made more plays than us. They played on the same field as us. Congratulations. And
Ended it with class.
you know, there's some teams out there that probably would not have handled it the same way. So very classy of the Eagles
Niners.
organization.
Oh, sorry.
Juju.
Did I say that loud? Oh, he's a bitch. Don't even
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Juju, yeah.
That was my
Fucking
next
what?
That's
point.
so
This
whack,
man was all like, yeah, he held me. I'm like, bro, you were walking back to the huddle after that call. You didn't even know a flag was called.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up.
I hope
man.
he's. You know how I say some players are out of the league. I actually hope he's out of the league within
Me,
the next.
me
He was
too.
on his way.
Me too, Brian.
And, yeah.
Man was on his way.
I still think he's on his way.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
think
do
Gardner
nothing
Johnson-
with Patrick Mahomes this year.
Gardner Johnson had more interceptions than he had touchdowns all year.
Damn right he did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
He did have a decent Super Bowl and ended up being a prime target for Patty. But
yeah, he was doing nothing, and then like the last 2 or 3 drives, it was a healthy dose of Juju.
and he caught every single one of them.
He
You
absolutely.
got to give props where props are due. But
Well, I will say it's pretty easy when Gannon's sitting back in that soft zone and there's just windows wide.
hey, listen,
For you
he
to
doesn't.
sit
that's why you guys went out and got Vic Fangio.
We don't have Vic Fangio. He went to Miami.
He's
It
going
was
to
a
Miami.
2-week rental. 2-week rental.
He hit a 2-week.
He hasn't signed it yet.
Oh, I saw
Well,
it today that he signed
No,
it.
the Miami one he
Did
signed.
he sign
yeah,
today? Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I saw it.
Dolphins
I saw it
announced
today.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
earlier
the
this morning he
Eagles.
had it, and they were actually talking about it.
Nah,
And
that
it
he's on.
it wasn't a 2-week thing. He's been a special assistant all year.
It was a consulting.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
consulting job for the
he's
Super
been-
Bowl.
No, he's been consulting all year.
No,
Yeah, but
I
I'm saying that he could have just taken that Miami job. Instead, he signed with
yeah.
the Eagles for an extra 2 weeks so he could help them prepare for the Super Bowl, and they still got torched.
so
I mean,
what
yeah.
he did was bring in all those players that really helped him out with the run game, and then that's all he could do. He wasn't calling plays or anything like that. You put Vic Fangio in that situation,
Yeah, they're
his
winning.
defense
that
is
game.
insane.
They're winning that game.
hopefully.
His
Well,
defense is
Okay.
Gannon doesn't know how to make second half adjustments. That's a fact. We've seen it
we
all
can
year.
talk about that one later because I got a nice tidbit on that one.
So here's something that I myself during the game. Obviously, in the first half, right towards the end, Mahomes goes down, ankle hobbling, and everyone's like, "Oh crap,
This game's over.
this might be it." He obviously gets shot up cortisone more than likely, and some other
How many?
stuff.
How
yeah.
many cortisone shots he take?
You know, he's loaded up, and
Problem.
I understand that Gannon likes to play that laid back, don't let the big play shell defense. But man, if I see that quarterback hobbling like that,
Attack that ankle, man.
bro, I am blitzing way more often. I'm putting pressure on you every single play because either one, I'm gonna get to you eventually, or two, you're gonna keep moving around and you're gonna put a lot of pressure on that ankle and it's gonna start hurting. I just was surprised that it was just again the same game plan. No, there was no. Oh crap! What's the word? I just blanked really hard.
Adjustment.
Adjustments.
Thank you. I blanked so hard. There was no adjustment at
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
And I said previously this season that the Eagles not adjusting in the second half was going to bite them eventually. Unfortunately, it bit them in the last game. But when you have a quarterback that's hobbling like that, I'm attacking, and putting pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because guess
Mhm.
what? Mahomes is great scrambling, but he can still do it in the pocket, which he did, and I feel like that was a big blunder on the Eagles
I mean,
scheme.
the defensive line sometimes did almost get there. They also would get back there and then they wouldn't grab him. They'd be still stuck to their man. So
But I'm
yeah,
still
it was
sending like an extra guy or two.
for sure. Well, there was actually a couple plays I guess he did, but yeah, I would have did it more for sure. But
I'd like to give a shout out to the Chiefs O line too. They
Oh, they
played the
played great.
freaking lights out, man.
Yeah, both offensive lines are really good for the most
Creed
part.
Humphrey's so nasty too. Oh my lord.
Probably
Yeah.
their best game of the season, to be honest with you.
Yeah, without a
Hey.
doubt.
Whoever had the ball last won that game. So
And Isaiah Pacheco, solid running back
Dog.
for them. Solid running back for them.
very
He's a
solid.
dog, man.
But yeah, I mean, obviously it ended pretty much on that flag. You know, you can call it whatever you want to call it. I don't think you call it in that instance.
No, you
No.
don't. You definitely don't
There's
make that
no
call at that point,
no.
especially because there were plenty of times earlier in that game where people were being
Yeah.
held. It's not the time or place to make that call. Was it a hold? Absolutely, that can't be denied. But it
was
wasn't the
uncatchable
time or
anyway.
place.
It
It wasn't.
uncatchable. I don't
It wasn't the
think he was
time or
getting that
place.
ball. Yeah, well, I don't think Smith-Schuster was
But
getting that
that,
ball regardless.
that's why it's called holding and not pass interference because
Yeah.
you hold before the ball's out.
Right.
Because
Pass interference would be the ball.
Pass interference is the ball's in the air and you do something.
have a chance to get
Holding
it,
is you're
yeah.
holding him before the ball's let go.
Yeah, but
It's the right call. It's just not the right time or place.
that kind of
And-
play happens 95% of the game.
Yeah, for the
mean,
most
yeah.
part. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
I mean,
they could have called it a bunch that game.
If
Yeah.
you
Sure.
listen to players, they'll tell you. They'll say there's holding and there's pass interference almost every single play. It's just when the refs want to call it.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting to see, Hurts go down that field with a minute and a half left.
Oh,
Who knows what would have happened?
Yeah, I mean, they're more than likely probably getting field goal position just because they were both.
Oh, they're
balling
at
out.
least getting a field goal. I have no doubt about that. The Chiefs' defense
Yeah.
was terrible all game too. As much as we want to talk about the Eagles, but
both defensive coordinators got carved up. I'll be honest. So,
But
but
obviously we live
Uh-oh.
near Philly, and everyone here's blaming Jonathan Gannon. Does he deserve some blame? Yeah, his defense got torched, but his defense also gave up 7 points in the first half too.
yeah,
And when you look at it, so that's 7 points taken away. That punt return touch that ended up being a 4-yard touchdown. I'm not going to count that against him because it was 4 yards.
yeah.
When you look
yeah.
at it, it was only 24 points that defense gave up.
Yeah,
Granted-
because the fumble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, I understand in the second half it was terrible, but when you look back at it, you only gave up 24 points to the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's not as severe as.
like I
Yeah,
said,
I don't know.
whoever had the ball last, man.
And that offense,
that's
that
how it
offense
came down.
died in the second half outside of that one drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they had a 3 and out, which was probably the breaker.
Well, like I
there.
said, they also that play to Quez where it hits him in the hands. Like Quez has got to come down with that ball.
Absolutely,
Like
he
that
has
was
to.
a great throw.
That was right on
So-
the hand, but that's what you get when you have Quez Watkins as your number 3.
There was
Yeah,
also a 3rd and 3, I believe, and the Eagles were 6 for 6 or something like that on third
the third
down
and two. The third
within
and
5
two.
yards running the ball, and they did a pass and it failed, and then they had to punt. If they stuck with the right plan there, run the ball. I mean, they were getting 4 yards on a QB sneak. I've never
Yeah.
seen anything like it. So all you have to do is put Hurts in that situation again, and you get that first down. You probably win the game.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Shoulda, coulda,
Something.
woulda. The Chiefs have the best quarterback in the world and probably the best quarterback we'll ever see in a lifetime. So, congrats to them.
I'm waiting on that one, but
Thomas Brady has something to say about
I'm about
that
to say
one.
I've seen too much Tom Brady.
Let's not.
Let's
not.
We'll see about that by the end of Pat's career.
Mahomes is athletic as hell, but Brady
I got to see 23 years of Tom Brady do what he did.
I'm about to say that dude didn't
Mahomes
matter
is the most talented quarterback of all time right now.
Athletically, sure, but you also got to get it done on the field.
Well, he's 2 for 4.
I mean, I'd like to think Dan Marino's the most talented quarterback.
I mean, Dan Marino,
arm wise, yeah,
sling it.
Without a doubt, arm wise, I agree.
Yeah, I've again, you heard so much stuff because of Philly radio, and everyone's like, "We go for it on 4th and 2." I'm like, I think you were inside your own 30 or like 35 or something. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, hey, I understand you go for it on 4th and 4 in the opposite territory, but guess what? This isn't Madden. You don't go for it on 4th down every single time.
I was genuinely mad at the Chiefs when they didn't go for it on that 4th and 3 or whatever it was inside their zone when they went for that field goal and missed it. Yeah. I was like, why are you going for a field goal here? And they ended up missing it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is the Eagles here.
I'm talking about when the Eagles were inside their own like 35.
No, I know. That's just stupid.
And everyone's like,
he's making that call.
You go for it. And I'm like, this isn't Madden. Just because you've made 4th downs, like, if you don't get it, you give them the Chiefs incredible field position, and you can't do that to Patrick Mahomes because your game plan was take the game away from Patrick Mahomes, and that's why you bled the clock.
The worst part is they gave up worse field position with the punt. Hindsight's 2020, obviously, but
absolutely. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But
I think they're saying it because they just activated Sipas too, like right before that game. So it's like,
thinking
maybe.
Oh yeah, you picked the wrong punter. Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
If you guys had Pat McAfee, you would have won.
Well.
Shout out to the GOAT.
Well, Pat's chilling, getting sued by Brett Favre, and talking to Aaron Rodgers before his 4-day retreat. So he's chilling.
Yeah, good for him.
Pat McAfee.
By the way, I love Pat
His
McAfee.
show was gold this week, by the way.
Me too.
His show was gold.
His response to Brett Favre was great.
Oh, it's like,
phenomenal. Go ahead, sue me.
He's like, screw you, bro.
He was just like, he's like, my bank account will love to see your lawyer. See you soon.
That's not even getting a court. That's not.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no.
That's not. That's getting nowhere near it.
No, absolutely not. But Pat McAfee's a freaking trick.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah. Also, how about Goodell celebrating with the Chiefs though? You guys seen it?
Well, yeah, he wrote a great script.
I'm about to say, man. I wonder who's penciled in to win it this next year in Vegas.
He wrote a fantastic script on it.
Bengals.
What was the question?
I said I wonder who Goodell has written in to win the Super Bowl in Vegas, so he could celebrate with.
I'm just kidding.
Can we bring this back? I want to talk about the Eagles in the offseason.
What about it?
What about it?
Well, I don't know. They lost 2 coordinators, like literally in the same day. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. Shane Steichen
going to the Colts.
Was named. He was the Colts head coach before the game.
Yeah, which was odd.
Which was very weird to me, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Was it officially named, or did it just leak?
It wasn't official, but it like Rappaport, Schefter, everyone was like, yeah, he's the coach after this game.
Most likely.
Sounds like
I feel like
okay.
I feel like that's well, no, I think
he didn't interview. He didn't interview after. It legit was the game was over. The next morning, Shane Steichen was the coach.
Had the job literally in his hand.
It wasn't like, oh, he might be. No, Schefter and everyone was like, once this game is over, Shane Steichen is the new head coach of the Colts.
And I know with teams that go to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure for number 1 seeds, like the week you're off, the coordinators are allowed to go interview for jobs.
No, they are.
Yes.
So, he could have interviewed.
I'm just saying that he's pretty much the head coach before the Super Bowl. If that's even remotely got leaked out, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to hear that if I'm a player. Like the second this game is over, bye. Like I'd rather the game end and then the next day they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna name. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys probably know though. They're like, all right, these guys are gonna be up for jobs. Like they 100%.
I want to know what the fuck Andy Reid is holding on top of Bieniemy to not allow him to leave.
It has nothing to do with Reid.
It's Teams
He
are
wants him to
idiots.
leave. He genuinely wants him to leave. He came out and
Teams are
said
idiots.
that.
I
Teams
feel
are
like
idiots.
he's like, no,
It's-
don't leave me. You're a
It's
genius.
because he had sanctions when he was at Colorado, and then I believe it was in the 90s, something about choking a woman that's been
Yeah.
against him, and apparently people think he has attitude problems as well. So obviously that's just things we've heard. It's never been full circle, so I can't say that, but
He's a damn good
if
coach.
he doesn't have a head coaching job,
After these last, like, 4
it's
years.
something. It's something that
Yeah, it
every
might be
team
something we just
knows.
don't know. Yeah.
And I know people have been like, "Oh, it's because he's been under Andy Reid," and I'm like, Andy Reid's had assistant coaches get jobs all the time. Like, what are we?
Oh,
talking
yeah.
Look at the NFL right now. It's
Mike.
a full fucking list of Andy Reid
Yeah.
coaches.
Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, damn, Mike Kafka's interviewing for jobs, and he's the quarterbacks coach. Like,
Yeah, he literally
Matt
spent
Nagy was
1
a
year
fucking
in a
head
coordinator
coach.
role. 1
yeah,
year.
I don't.
You know who's going to be a
so-
head coach next year, though? Deuce.
Deuce Staley, I agree.
He
I
got
agree
the
with that.
assistant head coaching job at the Panthers, and that was his knock. Was he wasn't an assistant or a coordinator? Deuce Staley.
Yo, by the way, the
he
Panthers
was.
crushed their coaching positions. Crushed them.
I thought
They're
Deuce
gonna
was
win
an
the NFC
assistant
South.
there.
Mm-mm.
Might have been associate or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but he's the assistant head coach, and I'm telling you, he's going to get a job next year.
Oh, he
Well,
will.
freaking deserved too.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously,
He's worked.
that's a long
He's worked
time
his
away.
ass off to be a coach.
That's a long time away, but yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Red Kingdom.
Good hire though. Good hire.
Red Kingdom.
I think Shane Steichen's a really smart individual. Like, I don't know. I think he really was the one responsible for making that Jalen Hurts turnaround.
Maybe. I mean, like everyone said, he wasn't
put
the
in
one. He wasn't the one. Like the final say through on offense ran through Sirianni.
Yeah.
Like on
They're saying-
defensive, it's through Gannon. Offensive,
Yeah.
it's through Sirianni.
They're saying Sirianni's really good at game prepping, prepping for the game. So he may not be good at calling plays, but he's good at prepping
Yeah.
and, what we want to run. So
I guess.
mean-
I don't know.
we all saw he's not the best play caller in games.
No.
But I honestly feel like a lot of head coaches, I like the head coaches that aren't play callers, like the Harbaughs and those guys, because it's you have so much to worry about. I'd rather you be the manager.
Oh yeah, screw that. I don't
I'd
want my
rather
head coach.
my offensive coordinator be the play caller. So when
He
Mike
is-
McCarthy crashes and burns,
I was
this year, I'm
happy.
laughing.
He's the definition of a high school coach.
I can't stand him. I'm gonna be honest.
Like,
I will say your hatred for him makes me love him more. So
Your-
I thank you.
My-
Your
my
hatred
blood-
for him has legit boomed like 10,000% in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, my blood boils when I see him on any screen.
Oh, this lag is great too. I love it.
It was like half second.
No, it was, but yeah. No, I appreciate you for helping me appreciate my head coach more, Cam.
No,
Thanks.
no.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna appreciate him after you lose all this talent these next
No,
couple
I'm
years.
good. I'm fine. I'll be all right.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens, but listen.
You're not getting back to the Super Bowl. I could promise
Like I
that.
said, he was crying during the national anthem because he read the script. He knew they were losing.
Well,
what? No. He knew he would have cameras on him, so he forced those crocodile fucking tears. He forced those crocodile. He had someone come up and spray his eyes with fucking pickle
mace.
juice or
Pepper
something.
spray.
Did-
Pepper spray.
Yeah.
Did Jason Kelsey do the same thing?
No, Jason Kelsey's an American hero.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy.
Like,
He's-
Nick Sirianni's just.
Hold
a
on.
bitch.
Hold on. Are you
Wow.
talking shit to the brother of our BBC member right now?
No. Why would
What
I
do you
talk
mean?
shit about my center?
who's talking shit?
Your center,
who?
your center cried because he loves the game and he loves everything around him and he loves the
Right.
country. Listen to his podcast.
He's a
He
man.
said he
Okay.
feels he said
Yeah.
he gets choked up and emotional every game they play for the national anthem. Does Nick Sirianni? No, Nick Sirianni's chewing gum.
Yeah, I hate that man.
Super Bowl, cameras are on him.
Hey man.
Crocodile
reached the pinnacle.
tears, like Bryant said.
Reached
Crocodile
the pinnacle as a
tears.
coach. It's a big moment.
After he wiped his tears away, he used hand sanitizer
Screw
to
you.
clean himself.
We all do know that if Brian Dable did that, Cam would be like, dude, my coach is the best. He's so animated. I love he's
literally
into the
never.
game. Yeah. Wink Martindale. Woo, yeah.
I like Dable because he's not what
I
Sirianni
was about to
is.
say, I don't think I think he likes Dable because he's
But if Dable
serious
did
and
that-
not animated.
If
Yeah,
Dable did
literally.
that, Cam would be all over.
Daboll's all business. Sirianni just tries way too
You're
hard.
totally ignoring what I'm saying, and that's just proving my point.
That's fine. He's trying way too hard to be someone he's not and taking credit for all the talent that he has around him. That's my theory, and I'm sticking
listen,
to it
a
because
lot
I
of
hate
teams
that
have
guy.
good talent. You got to do your job to make it all work, and it all worked. I mean, everyone played their part. I don't know why you're mad about it. Probably it's because your
I'm
team
mad
scored
about
what,
it.
maybe 30 points all year against us?
He's a tool, dude. He's an actual tool. I've never seen a quarterback have to
Listen,
take
does he-
control. I've never seen a quarterback have to take control of a head coach before.
I
And
wouldn't say.
honestly, my respect for Jalen Hurts went through the roof when I saw him do that.
Oh, so
through
when he pushed his arms down,
When
they both-
Sirianni was going like this
Yeah,
to
and they
the
both-
Chiefs to come back
Yeah,
on for
yeah.
defense, and he pushed his arm down. I love
Yeah.
that. I loved
Yeah,
every
they
bit
both-
of it.
and they both were smirking at each other.
Jalen Hurts goes, "Stop being a
Jalen-
child." That's what that
Jalen
smirk
Hurts was
was.
smirking at him. Look at the damn video.
I watched it a million
Yeah,
times.
your hatred is bleeding through, and I love it. I
Nah,
love it.
I believe what
love
I
it.
believe.
I know you
So-
hate it because the Eagles have owned the Giants, and it's the best. I love it.
So I have a different question that
Keep
popped up
trying,
in my
man.
head.
No,
It's gonna
I see
end.
it. I just
We
know
were-
it's
gonna
in-
end.
it's
We were
in here,
talking
it's
about
fine.
Tom Brady before, and then we talked about a red team. Who's going to be the quarterback for Tampa Bay? What the fuck are they going to do?
Kyle Trask, hello.
Kyle
They
fucking
drafted me.
Trask, brother.
They
Garoppolo.
drafted him for a reason.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Garoppolo.
the Bears drafted a whole bunch of people for a reason. Every quarterback is drafted for a reason. Doesn't mean they're going to be fucking good.
It's gonna be Jimmy
Watch
Garoppolo.
Kyle Trask.
Did you watch Trask during the pandemic? That man was slinging it.
Brian, I know you love Florida football, and I have respect for you.
I
It
don't
will
watch
never,
Florida football.
ever be Kyle Trask.
I mean, I would not be surprised if they give Kyle Trask a year just to see what he is.
He just studied under
Maybe
Joe.
to tank for next year's quarterbacks. I don't know.
Maybe,
He just spent 2
maybe.
years learning from the GOAT.
but I do think there's a world where Kyle Trask starts the season next year for the Buccaneers.
That would be wild to me.
Because
I really don't
because
see it.
so the way through the Buccaneers, you see it without Tom Brady, and your team's getting older. Obviously, that
They don't
window's
care.
the window's done. The window's done
No,
for them.
They don't see
Who's
it that way. I promise
your
you, they
offensive
don't see it that way.
coordinator?
They haven't hired one yet.
They haven't hired one yet.
Who was?
Byron
Leftwich.
Leftwich.
Put him in. Sold. Old quarterback to old
What?
quarterback.
You guys do know
Old
Trask
Jaguar.
was a second round pick. It's not like he's some bum.
Yeah.
Like he's a
Mitch
prototypical
Trubisky
pro
was a number
quarterback.
one overall pick.
Number
I'm
two.
just saying, you guys
number
are
two.
acting. You guys are acting
Minus
like he
one.
was just some schlep.
Here's my thing. There's too many like veteran QBs.
He's a
that are
second
still-
round pick that sat behind Tom Brady for 2 years. All I'm saying is
Nah,
there's a
it doesn't matter.
chance. There's a chance he starts next year. Because guess what? If he ends up being good, he's on a rookie contract. You open
he
up
is.
that cap space, you can spend it on other people.
I
'Cause
guess
guess
there's
what?
a chance.
They have Mike Evans. They have Chris Godwin. They have Tristan Wirfs. They have that defense, Devin White. They have all those people.
Yeah,
They're gonna
but
have to pay.
you just basically said that their window's closed, and then you just made the point that it's not. I think
So
they're
if
going to bring in
it's
Jimmy
still
Garoppolo.
older.
They're going to bring in Jimmy Garoppolo and make a push. I promise you.
Well, if their window's closed, why not start Trask? Young
Jimmy-
quarterback, see what you got.
Yeah,
Jimmy-
but I don't think
Jimmy
I don't think they believe that their window's closed. That's the thing.
Jimmy Garoppolo is only good in a West Coast offense, and the Bucks aren't going to run a
Buccaneers
West
are
Coast
doing it.
offense. It's a terrible
got-
fit. Maybe Carr. Maybe
Carr?
Carr.
I'm just saying, there's
Maybe.
too many veteran QBs who are productive currently that,
No.
that need
do-
jobs.
Do I
right?
think Trask is going to start? No. I'm just saying there is
There's a chance.
There's an outcome where it could happen. They could be like,
I think,
hey,
I think they should.
fuck it.
I
Yeah,
think they
true.
should. I think that should be number one. I mean, why else are you going to draft the guy in the second
mean,
round and have him sit?
I mean, we don't know how he looks. Like he's never had an opportunity. So I mean, that's
That's what I'm
just
saying.
that's going to be based off coaches and everything. But
Yeah.
I feel like they drafted him in the second round though, too, for this position. Like when
Yeah,
Brady
to s-
retired. Like I feel like this now would be the time you figure out what you got.
But I mean,
Like,
did
I
you
think
also
they
think
should.
that a quarterback like Derek Carr was going to be sitting on the free agency?
That's the
Probably
thing.
not.
I mean, once
Probably
you like
not.
have, yeah,
But you have to
they're
trade
gonna
for Lamar.
explore. They're gonna
That's true.
explore all options.
They're
for it.
they're gonna like sign and trade him if anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
I'd still take Lamar.
They're tagging him regardless. I don't know if they're going to trade him or not, but
He's going to Atlanta. He's going to hot.
probably would be in their best interest too if they're already lowballing him this hard.
I'm going to say this right now. Very early on, Kyle Pitts over yards next year. Lock it the fuck in. Hammer that shit.
Hammer it.
Hammer it. I hope it's at like 750. Oh, I'd hammer
I think it would
freak out.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Just even if it's Desmond Ridder, I don't care. As long as it's not Marcus Mariota, hammer the hell out of Kyle Pitts and over on his passing.
I do not see a world. I do not see a world where it's Marcus Mariota starting for the Falcons next year.
He's gone.
He already left.
He's gone. He left the team.
Yeah, he already left the team.
Oh, he already left. Okay. There's
Yeah.
your answer.
He left the team with like 2 weeks left.
Yeah, the second they named Desmond Ridder, he dipped.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right.
I'm like, cool. You suck anyway. So
He's gone.
Bye,
Yeah.
boy. Bye.
Bye. Bye. All right, boys. Oh man, off season. It's gonna be fun.
I love off season.
No off season.
Yeah, no off season.
Well, we love to talk about.
We don't have an off season, but they have an off season. We get to talk about their off seasons.
That's fun.
Draft content. It's gonna be great.
There we are, and we got the number 1 pick right there. That guy. That guy.
Yeah,
that guy. Yeah.
For now.
The Eagles have 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, it's top 10.
Yeah.
Also for now, until they draft another quarterback like the Bears.
Okay. All right. So last week, if you watched, we got into the NBA trade deadline. We weren't able to go through with it due to circumstances. So we're gonna get back into it, and now we have Bryant and Cam to talk about it. So
yeah.
But let's just
Where
go.
did we get to?
Well, let's just go over a couple. We'll make it really quick for you guys. What do you guys think
Yeah.
about the Kyrie Irving trade?
I think it's stupid. He's already injured. Next.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, he is. He's not playing his
Got
next
back
game.
issues.
Probably
Yeah,
rusty. Probably rusty.
Him and Luca are both pretty ball dominant, which can work because they're both pretty skilled offensively.
Right.
But I think they lost some defense. So I don't know. I think they're just going to try to just go into shootouts with people and just try to outscore them, which I don't know.
They have
I just,
no
don't,
bench
I,
now
just
either.
I don't see it working, honestly. I don't think they get past the second round. So, and if they play the Suns the first round, they're getting smacked. So we'll see.
What do you think about Brooklyn getting Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, 1 first-round pick in 2029 and 2 seconds for him?
I think it's a great fucking deal, to be honest with you. And
I
the
mean,
way Cam Thomas is playing.
Yeah.
Oh, Cam
What?
Thomas has gone ghost since then, by the way.
Yeah, he has.
Cam Thomas, he's gone
what the
ghost.
Man.
Exploded and died.
He's gone ghost.
I would watch out for him.
Well, we'll see.
I think it was a little explosion when there was no one playing. Now that you got Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith, Mikal Bridges, and everyone. Yeah, I don't. He'll come off the bench, but
Yeah, I don't know when Kyrie comes to you and says I want out, I think they made the most of it. So just take it and run. They're obviously going to be rebuilding now, but still be competitive. So enjoy it.
They
But
still
they're-
have the best player.
but they're
Ben
not.
Simmons.
They're not in full rebuild though. That's the thing.
No, they're not. I'm saying they're like rebuilding while competing. Like they're never going to be like a top 4 seed with the team that they have right now.
No.
But they'll be in the playoff picture for sure.
Let's
Does
go.
Simmons come off the bench now?
He might not even play anymore, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. That dude sucks.
Yeah,
ass.
they said they're going to explore trade options in the offseason, and I'm like, well, from every
might-
report, I've heard that he has 0 trade value. So
Might get $1.
yeah,
I'll give you a
Might get
couple
a bag
Doritos.
of Fritos,
No one's
which
gonna-
are the
no-
worst.
no one's going to
Chip.
take that contract. You got gypped by the Sixers.
Brilliant fucking trade.
And I remember when that trade happened, and everyone shit on Daryl Morey saying the Sixers got screwed out of that deal, and I laughed at it. And now that everything's come
Wait, who
around,
said
I
that?
laugh. Dude,
Everybody. There's a lot of
everyone.
people. A lot of
Really?
Everyone.
analysts were like the Nets.
Dude,
won that trade.
NBA analyst, everyone was like, the,
Oh, wait, I
the
do
Nets
remember
fucking
that.
came out with this,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Idiots.
Ben Simmons can't play, and that draft pick is gonna be in like 6 years, like. Come on.
That was really dumb. Yeah.
And now James Harden is playing. James Harden's playing all-star level. But,
Yeah. It's alright.
well, go okay. Next, the Lakers get D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. The Jazz get Russell Westbrook, another first-round pick, and 2 players for cap reasons. And Minnesota gets Mike Conley, 3 second-round picks, and Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah, the Lakers they definitely made the right move there.
Did they?
I think Utah made the better move.
I think so. I mean, Russell wasn't gonna. I don't know. To me, Russ was just like expendable for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, they definitely.
I mean,
You
he
know
was
what's funny?
good off the bench, but he had a lot of turnovers, dude.
You know
It's
what's
like,
funny? Hold on. What's the Lakers' record right now? They're what, like 26-32 or something like that?
They're 13th.
Oh yeah, no, they're 13th in the West. Yes, they absolutely are. Well, let's look at it. They are 26-32, right?
Right.
26
It's awful.
They are 1-8 when Russell Westbrook doesn't play.
Oh, all right. So yeah, I guess you're making a case there.
So they're 25-24 when Brody played and 1-8 when he didn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. No,
They also got Mo Bamba too, didn't they?
Yeah, they got Mo Bamba.
Yeah, and another trade they did. But when Jordan and I went over this one, we said every team kind of made out really well. This was a nice three-team trade.
Benefited, yeah.
But also, I think when the Lakers made this trade, they thought LeBron James would be on the court, and he hasn't been on the court since he broke the scoring record.
He's got to go through celebration number 3 before he can get back on the court.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Nothing like
I'm
some
not-
Get over it,
I'm not
NBA.
doing
We
it.
know he's the leading scorer, damn it.
Nothing like some self accolades for the
Dude,
king.
It's so annoying.
I'm not
We
going
get
over
it.
that
He's
again.
the leading scorer. Cool.
I'm not going over that again, dude.
On a loss.
The second I heard that the All-Star game is going to honor him, I'm just like, okay, that's his third honor of. Okay.
They're all of them have been on national TV. Everybody's seen it.
Wait, I have a question.
I
have a question. I have a question for the group.
I went off on it.
Would Michael Jordan have smiled breaking a record if he lost a basketball game? I want your honest opinion.
Hell
No, instead he turned 60 years old and donates $10 million.
I talked about this last week. I said if that was MJ or Kobe and you stopped a game for that, they would have looked at you and said, "Get the fuck off the court. We have a game."
They literally would have slapped the shit out of you and been like, "I'm a competitor. I want to win this game." Like,
and again, they lost.
So uncomfortable.
And LeBron played like 2 minutes after that, and this team lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I went over that last. I
What a
can't get back into
goofball, man.
that.
I can't stand
get
him.
back into that. All right,
Yeah.
Our next trade,
Trash.
and this is actually now it's the whole conjoined one. So we have the Indiana Pacers getting cash, George Hill, 3 second-round picks, Serge Ibaka, and Jordan Nwora.
He's a player.
The Bucks get Jay Crowder. The Phoenix Suns get Kevin Durant and T.J. Warren. And the Nets get 5 first-round picks, Cam Johnson, 2 second-round picks, Mikal Bridges.
Right.
The bomb of all bombs that went down at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I was really depressed that I was asleep for that, but
I wasn't.
I
hit the group chat up and I was like, "Katie!"
That was so sick to wake up to. I think that they made a splash. As soon as they handed Matt Ishbia the keys, he was like, "Screw this! I'm not missing out on this." You only get one opportunity to get a top 10 player of all time.
And they didn't get rid of Ayton or CP3.
Or CP3 or Devin
Did you
Booker.
say top 10 player of all time?
Borderline. He's right around there for sure.
Okay.
I mean, that was a little aggressive,
but yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a
definitely a top 10 talent we've ever seen. That's no question.
You know what I'm excited about?
A 7-footer who can splash.
I don't even care about that. I am so excited about seeing how many fucking assists CP3 has in a game.
Yeah, dude. So here's the thing about
he had 19 last night.
Without him. Yeah. Here's the thing about the Suns. This might be the best mid-range basketball team we've ever seen. Kevin Durant, CP3, and Devin Booker. This is not.
He's gonna average 30 fucking assists a game.
Oh yeah. It is going to be wild.
I'll give him 12. He'll average 12. Yeah.
I think it's going to be over 15.
You know what I think Kevin Durant needs is that sense of like leadership.
You know how many assists he's got to get a game to average over 15?
At least 15.
I'm talking about like
I know that.
When Durant comes. When Durant comes.
There's no shot he's averaging 15.
Definitely
think he
12 and a
does.
half.
I'd
I
probably
think he
I'd
does.
probably go like 11, 12.
Yeah,
12 and a
like,
half. Yeah.
15 is ridiculous.
He can do 10 on a night with just who he has right now.
Dude, he had
Add another,
19.
add
You know,
another
some of
5.
those dudes aren't going to get assists because KD's going to ISO score.
Yeah,
Don't have to ISO
the
score.
ball's going to be in CP3's hands less now because KD's there.
Yeah.
It's because he's just going to keep passing.
Yo, it was also fun to like after this news broke, the Suns just like went and like demolished the Kings, who are in front of them, because they're like, yeah, we're getting KD right now. Let's start playing. And Book looked
Well, you got Book
explosive off
back.
that hamstring
Got Book
injury.
back.
Looks
Well,
good.
He just
I'm
had a month
excited.
and a half off. I hope he's explosive.
Yeah, fresh legs. Jesus.
Jeez.
I had
No
explosive
King
diarrhea.
slander. The Kings are making the playoffs.
Yeah, we're not king slandering. I will fucking die for that team.
I'm not king slandering. I'm just saying the Suns have a
Okay.
chip,
Just
and
saying.
they're gonna get a chip.
I'm just saying. All right,
We'll see about that.
let's go to the next one. Obviously, that was the big one.
That was the big dog.
We had one. This one very interesting to me because that's not what I was expecting. The Toronto Raptors get Jakob Poeltl and trade Kem Birch, a first-round pick, which is top 6 protected, and 2 second-rounders for Jakob Poeltl. When the narrative was OG Anunoby was available, Fred VanVleet was available, Siakam was available for the right price, Gary Trent Jr. they wanted out, and you go early on trade deadline day and get Jakob Poeltl, and then you don't make another move. So you're technically a buyer as you were the 13th seed in the East.
Yeah.
I think they're like content with being like stagnant. I don't know. That was weird to me. Jakob Poeltl's a beast, though. I love that dude. Dude, he went nuts yesterday. He had like 30
he dropped
points.
like 30.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It feels like the Raptors like did that kind of the ass backwards. But
I
whatever.
heard something. They were probably just gauging the interest, what they could get. They'll probably make a move with OG in the offseason and like Gary Trent.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think it was also probably more to get Siakam to play more of his natural position, which is a 4. So
Yeah.
and like I think maybe it might be a move more geared towards next season too, because I think Pirtle's still under contract for next year as well. So
He's pretty young too, right?
yeah, you get a season of Pirtle and Siakam. It could be a nice mix.
Just offset, but Jason Tatum just dropped 24 points in the third quarter. Hit 6 threes.
Fuck the Celtics. Anyway.
Sorry, I just saw that and I was just like, sheesh.
Don't
Lord
give a
almighty.
shit. Just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
I
he's
mean,
really good at basketball.
This team's not gonna re-sign Van Vliet because he already said
Well,
no.
that's-
He already said no to
yeah.
a contract.
I got a notification the other day the Suns were going to explore him in the offseason. And I know CP3 is getting up there, but it's like
And like I
I
said,
hate Fred VanVleet. I'd be pissed about that.
like OG, it's been said that he's
Your
not
team's the
content.
next.
Like
Sorry.
What'd you
Toronto
say?
doesn't blow it up. Toronto doesn't blow their team up.
Do you think they get rid of Anunoby in the offseason?
Yeah,
I probably. I think.
I've
If
heard
they
he's
were
been
trying to-
disgruntled.
Yeah, they'll move him in the offseason.
He's a free
Probably.
agent.
Oh, well then they fucked up. So.
Oh yeah, why would you not get the picks? They were gauging interest for 4 first-round picks from the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably. Yeah. I don't know.
You see that a team offered the Nets 4 first-round picks for Mikal
For
Bridges
Mikal Bridges.
and 2 for Dorian Finney-Smith, and they said no.
Yeah.
For Dorian Finney-Smith, 2
What are the
first-round picks.
I thought the Nets were going to have to rebuild, but I guess not.
I mean, they still have a crap ton of picks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Mikal Bridges.
they
but-
got 6
Jeez.
first. They got 6 first-round picks out of Kyrie and KD, which
They
still
got 4 more with Mikal
which
Bridges.
still isn't more than Rudy Gobert got himself.
I know Mikal Bridges is very good, but 4 first-round picks. Holy hell.
On the KD and Kyrie trade just made that Gobert trade look even worse.
Dude. Yeah,
It's
it did.
so bad. It's so bad.
The Suns basically stole KD,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
No,
Well, the
because
Nets had
you
their-
had to
the
get
Nets
rid.
had their-
No, because you had to get rid of Mikal Bridges, who's
Bridges
a
and Johnson.
very
Yeah, I
good
know.
player. Cam
Good
Johnson's
two-way
a
player.
great,
Yeah.
nice piece, and then obviously 4 first-round picks. I mean,
As much as I love Mikal Bridges, he is like nightly, like kind of on and off at times. Like,
But his defense isn't though. His
yeah,
defense
I know. They're gonna miss that, but if you want to chip now, that's what you do. Those are the moves you make.
Cam Johnson's got that great North Carolina education. That's why.
He wears a short sleeve shirt. All right, go ahead.
So this looks. I didn't know this ended up being a 4-team trade. Apparently.
So he wears a short sleeve shirt. Let that be something.
Fucking psycho.
Oh, that was AD then.
So the New York Knicks get Josh Hart. The Portland Trailblazers get Cam Reddish and a 2023 first-round pick, top 14 protected, and Matisse Thybulle with a couple other players. The 76ers get Jalen McDaniels and 2 second-round picks, and the Charlotte Hornets get some, I can't say his name, I won't Svi Mahalik, and two second-round picks.
Second round picks going around like candy, baby.
Three of our teams are in this trade, and I'm gonna let one of you talk about it first before I talk about this.
Well, he had the biggest asset down there, so
he did. He got Josh Hart.
I'm pumped
Hold
about
on, my
it.
bad. He's talking about his number
My
one
first team. My first team.
We'll get that confused because you really sound like a Suns homer. So
except
I am a Suns homer
with a Devin Booker shirt on and.
I know, right? He's gonna say the Knicks are my number one team, but I'm decked out in Suns gear.
I love the Suns, but no, the Knicks. I think that was a good move getting Josh Hart. He's a good player, man. He can shoot the three. Like him and Brunson obviously have rapport from back in the Nova days. Maybe that entices Mikal Bridges to go there eventually. Who the hell knows?
No.
But he's like no. But I mean, Cam Reddish wasn't playing for you anyway.
Hell no.
What the hell's why would you not take on that trade? Like Josh Hart's been great in the league so far. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was a really good.
Seemed like a pretty smart move, man. He's good off the boards, pretty efficient, but yeah.
He's gonna fit in nice in Tibbs' system because he's a defense first guy. That's what he makes his calling card on: defense and rebounding and getting out in transition. This was a really good move for the Knicks. And he also got knocked out a few shots, so it's not like he's like just a one-sided player. So.
Yeah, he dropped 27 the other night on like 24 minutes. I was like, holy shit.
This one kind of broke my heart. Moment of silence for my Thybulle Bible. I can't say that anymore, and it really hurts. Also, his Blazers debut just goes ahead, hits 4 threes.
It's
no big deal.
Bryant, start taking us over. Start taking us over.
Bryant, it's time to start betting on Thybulle.
He's terrible.
Not in Portland. Not in Portland. He's sniping.
He is a splash brother.
Oh man.
Wait, I gotta see what
that one kind of hurts. But past couple games, not gonna lie, Jalen McDaniels, pretty nice little player. I do like him a lot.
Yeah,
long,
he's a good player.
Rangy, can knock down a few shots, can take it coast to coast. He had a nice lob in this game tonight. I think we're gonna be okay. I just personally love Thybulle's impact defensively. I think he can make some game-changing plays defensively that I got accustomed to seeing. But yeah, Hornets got draft capital.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my team. Okay.
Now it's your.
Wait, what?
No, never mind.
I was about to say, did you just speak English?
No,
yeah, I don't think he did.
Yeah,
I was like,
did you just have a seizure?
We just had like a.
I was gonna go off.
We just had a Don Vito. No, go off. What are you gonna do? Go off.
Let's go.
Go off.
Come
do
on.
it.
I'm okay.
Do it. Go off.
Bitch, come on.
I'm not gonna go off on 60 people.
Oh,
Already went off on.
Oh no,
Eagles.
no, go off. Go.
Come on. I'm here for it. Let me hear it.
Matisse Thybulle. First off, it was Ben Simmons. Like he was the god, and now it's Matisse Thybulle, who, okay, maybe he was a great person. He was a terrible fucking basketball player for the Sixers. Absolutely.
Offensive basketball player. He was not very good. No.
He was, in general, he was fucking terrible.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Concrete feet. Stood a three-pointer. That's all he did. He played 7 minutes a game. Damn near 7 minutes a game. What the fuck? Like, high praise for no reason. And then we got fucking PJ Tucker still starting. What are you guys doing? Your team is going nowhere.
Well, he had concrete feet on offense. I'll give you that. On defense, that man never stopped moving. So, come on,
Yeah,
watch
he was
the
moving the
games.
fucking offense to go sit in the corner.
Yeah, but he'd
I was
also
blocking shots, asshole.
he'd also play 12 minutes and have 5 fouls.
Yeah, well, listen, man, get your bang for your buck. All right, that's all I can say. Listen, PJ Tucker is there for the playoffs. That's all we're here for.
No, he's not.
He's not
we
there
just
at
need him
all.
for the playoffs.
He's literally nowhere.
He's literally like in another
He's
universe.
got a fucking bucket for his shoes, and he plays 20 minutes a game and does absolutely nothing all fucking game, just like Matisse Thybulle and Ben Simmons.
Oh my lord!
See it in the stat sheet.
He's their defensive stopper.
So, the only thing that's stopping is his fucking heart after he has like 2 more donuts. Like, there's no fucking way. This dude,
hold on, man, chill out.
Hey,
this
what?
dude does nothing in a basketball game.
You know what? That's funny because in the playoffs, when he's splashing corner threes, I'm gonna come on this podcast. I'm gonna be like, Brian, we got our money's worth.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Those offensive tips, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So the Hornets and their love affair for second-round picks strikes yet again as we get rid of Jalen McDaniels, the one player I did not want to get rid of. But we got rid of him because we're going to sign P.J. Washington this offseason. Woo! And we got some second-round pick value. And guess what? We traded Mason Plumlee too. And guess what we got? We got second-round picks!
This is my favorite part of the podcast.
Me too.
Keep going.
Oh, we got Reggie Jackson. We got Reggie Jackson to let him go. And then we got a second-round fucking pick for Mason Plumlee, who's averaging a double, his highest freaking value. Oh, let's get a second-round pick. I fucking hate second-round picks. Fuck Mitch Kupchak. Fuck Michael Jordan. Fuck Steve Clifford. Fuck the Hornets. But we'll keep Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. Suck my fucking cock from the back. God damn it, man.
Brian, he just talked shit on MJ.
Wow.
I mean, you can't really do that. He just donated.
He just donated
$10 million to make a
I mean,
wish.
Yeah, donate that
highest
fucking
donation.
money into valuable players in your fucking franchise.
He's waiting
Valid,
to draft
That is valid.
number 1 overall.
What if they're trying to just lock down the whole second round and you get a pick of the litter of all the international players you can draft instead?
What if they think they
So we
just-
can fucking trade him like Jalen McDaniels for another second round fucking pick?
I mean, maybe.
Well, what if they think they can just get
2
a
plus
bunch of
2 is
Isaiah
4.
Thomases in the second round?
A bunch of 5'9" guys.
Hey, he was a baller, dude. I don't
He
want to
was,
hear.
but who's gonna play center then?
Nobody has the past 3 years, so
I just love how
I realized that my window is open, so I hope someone outside heard that.
I heard it through my headphones through the wall, so you're good. I love that you hate Mason Plumlee with a passion, but yeah, you just complained about him averaging a double-double and getting traded. This man's been like, get him off my team!
No,
It's off his
hold
team
on, no.
instead.
I wanted him off, but
not
I
for
wanted a
second-round
first
pick.
round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Because he
He's
was
not Rudy Gobert.
He was playing really well down the stretch. I can't even lie to you. That's why I didn't say much about him, because I mean the man was just doing his thing, and again I was just like, okay, up your fucking trade, keep going, up that trade value, and we get a second round pick. I'm just
Yeah.
What if that second round pick turns out to be pick 31? It's right there. It's right there at 30.
damn.
It's just a 1 pick difference from 30, which is the
One,
first round.
it's not gonna be
No,
because Atlanta or Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not
gonna
Charlotte,
get
Atlanta,
top of the-
most favorable of
Oh.
Charlotte, Atlanta, Brooklyn.
Yeah. So Charlotte.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I had to
Epic Grant, though.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yeah,
I
that was
loved
good.
That was great.
hurt my
Good
back
work.
doing that, by the way.
I bet you did.
It did. I felt it tighten up, but I was heated, so
Push through like a warrior.
adrenaline.
Haha, segue.
Into a warrior. The four-way
Didn't
trade.
even try
The
that.
Golden State Warriors. Get rid of James Wiseman. Send him to the Pistons. They get Sadiq Bey. They then trade Sadiq Bey to the Hawks for Gary
Right.
Payton. Well, for 5 second-round picks.
That's right.
And then they trade those 5 second-round picks to Portland to get Gary Payton. So this whole thing is the Hawks get Sadiq Bey, the Pistons get James Wiseman, the Warriors get Gary Payton and 2 second-round picks from Atlanta, and Portland gets Kevin Knox and 5 second-round picks.
Kevin Knox.
Oh, I don't want to see you smile when you hear that word. I've never
Kevin
smiled.
Knox.
Anytime I've heard the word Kevin Knox, it has not put a smile on my face. Let's just put it that way.
Kevin frickin' Knox, brother.
I still remember draft day. Oh, this could be a steal for the Knicks. Yeah, no, it was not a steal.
No, it's not.
But yeah, Golden State doesn't want to sign GP the second back, and yet they traded for him at trade deadline the following season. I love it. It's
I don't know what the
fantastic.
Warriors are doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm a little worried about the Warriors right now.
Yeah, I think.
I hope they burn.
That'll be.
Yeah, I think their age is showing up with the wear and
I
tear.
noticed a little bit.
Championship runs.
A little bit of,
That's kind of shocking they gave up on Wiseman. So I don't know if this is them giving up on Wiseman or maybe Wiseman isn't panning out like we all thought.
It's shocking? That man was in G League and couldn't make it up.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Maybe the Wiseman isn't a wise man.
Well, listen.
I mean, they turned Wiseman into 2 seconds and Gary Payton II, who they have a ton of trust in.
This is they do. I wonder what they were offering him in the offseason because now they have to pay him that $8.3 million salary.
Yeah, who the hell knows?
Yeah, who the hell knows what done?
Honestly, I mean,
Sadiq
Pelicans.
Bey on the
The Pelicans.
Sadiq Bey on the Hawks is good.
Yeah, Pelicans get Josh Richardson. Is it though? Like Sadiq Bey, I don't think Sadiq
I don't know.
Sadiq was the could have been. I don't think he'll ever
We'll see.
be.
He might be a
Yeah.
rotation player for them. I don't know.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd rather AJ Griffin get those minutes. Sadiq Bey. That's just me.
Go
Probably.
Duke.
Josh
Go Duke.
Richardson goes to New Orleans.
False.
The Mason Plumlee trade, which I already talked about, get fucked.
So good.
The Houston Rockets.
Great.
The
The saga that keeps on giving, baby. Let's
Houston
go.
Rockets and John Wall reunite,
Woo! They missed each other.
as well as Danny Green and a 2023 first-round pick that's top 6 protected. By the way, Danny Green and John Wall are no longer on the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets were just like, we'll take them on
yeah.
and get rid of them.
The Memphis
Fine.
Grizzlies acquire Luke Kennard, and the Los Angeles Clippers get Eric Gordon and 3 second-round picks.
Like I said, man, the value on second-round picks this year was sky high.
Yeah, it was just weird. You couldn't even count it on like 10 hands how many second-round picks there were.
Who would have thought
Yep.
that all these second-round picks would trump? Like, we only have like, what, one or a couple first-round picks traded this year. It's kind of nuts.
And not a lot.
The Eric Gordon move's nice, though, for the Clippers. I like that. Eric Gordon going back home.
Little
Or
depth
from
piece.
where it all began.
What does Eric Gordon do differently than Luke Kennard, except get paid $7 million more?
He's a better shooter.
That's false. Luke Kennard's
Going off this year.
Luke Kennard is the highest percentage 3-point shooter in the league this year. Next.
Is he really?
Next. What you got?
Veteran leadership.
Damn. Go Duke.
Luke Kennard's been in the league for like 5 or 6 years since veteran.
Duke.
Veteran leadership.
You think so a Kawhi
Eric
Leonard
Gordon.
a Kawhi Leonard led team
More
needs
vets.
leadership?
More vets. More vets.
Luke Kennard is a fucking vet.
Nah, Eric Gordon's a better vet.
No, he's a older lump of shit
He's
vet.
a better vet. He's also an expiring contract, so
No, I know that's what it is. I know that's what it is. I just wanted to.
I'll take that.
And you get 3 seconds.
I was just saying how many excuses I could throw out. So
But I mean, Houston gets a first-round pick out of it, so okay.
Pretty wild
they
trade
wanted.
deadline.
And the last one, I guess this ended up being a 4-team trade as well.
that was shocking.
The Denver Nuggets get Thomas Bryant. The Clippers get Bones Highland. Orlando gets Patrick Beverly, cash, and a 2024 second-round pick. And the Lakers get Mo Bamba and 2 second-round picks.
Crazy.
I don't even know what the fuck that trade is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well,
I don't understand why Bones Highland got traded, but
good for the Clippers for
I
getting
mean,
Bones.
he was going to get traded. Him and the coach had issues.
Yeah, well, it's funny because Denver wanted a defensive, older backup point guard, and they did not achieve that. So unless they pick up one of these guys on the buyout market,
they're supposed to be getting Reggie Jackson.
Oh, well, and that makes a lot of sense then. So that's actually a solid pickup. The city of Los Angeles, they had a nice trade deadline day. I'll say that.
Very active.
I will say that, man. But I think both teams, improved a little bit. So.
Yeah. And then Pat Bev got bought out by Orlando, so Thomas Bryant goes to Denver, where he'll play 8 minutes behind Jokic.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
And who knows with Mo Bamba? Fuck knows. I mean,
nobody. That's coulda, shoulda, woulda pick.
Yeah, that one's just. I mean, whatever.
All potential. Oh, if this guy develops an offensive game, he could be the next big thing.
Yeah, it's like never happened. Yeah.
He has a sick song.
He does. Sheck West, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good song. He got a good song out of it.
I'd rather have Thomas Bryant than Mo Bamba.
No, that's not a bad opinion at all.
I mean, I'd rather have neither.
I mean, backup center.
Thomas Bryant's a backup center. Thomas Bryant's not bad. He can give you quality starts here and there too.
I'm a Thomas Bryant guy.
I
like him.
Speaking of backup centers, I'm surprised Andre Drummond is still a Bull.
Yeah, that gets no fucking playing time.
I'm surprised anyone's a Bull.
Yeah. Let's get into this, Brian. Give us your assessment on your team at the trade deadline.
Yeah, no trades. No trades.
Tell us your true thoughts.
They're competing for a championship. What championship? Right. Maybe not the G League championship. Maybe not a high school championship. They're competing for some
a championship.
I don't know which one, but it's terrible.
The king of the 6th seed. That's what they're
king of the 6th. They're not even going to make the fucking 6th seed.
They're like the 13 seed right now.
They could be the 45th seed at the end of the
They're playing for the play-in, baby. They're playing for the play.
They won't make the play-in. It doesn't matter who you go get right now.
Play for play, baby. Play for play.
I know Donovan wants to go out and get Russell, but what's the point of that?
They are a game out of the play-in.
Apparently the Knicks were like somewhat interested in Levine, and then they like shut down talks. But I'm surprised they didn't garner more interest in Levine, or it was on the low, because I don't know. But
they want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're not. And even if they do, they're not going to get out of the play-in, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know if I'd want Levine either.
But I'm saying, like, if you got a big offer on your plate, why wouldn't you take it if you're the Bulls for Levine?
Because they're fucking stupid.
They believe.
Also, how about we take away minutes from some of these players that probably don't really need to be playing, like DeRozan or even Levine, and start plugging in Dalen Terry or Drummond, who can, obviously play as a center, and get rebounds.
Or Pat Williams.
Pat Williams gets run.
More shine for Pat, baby.
He gets 40 minutes a game and he averages 10 points, if that.
Listen, he averages 10 on the dot. Give some respect to Pat
He's
Williams.
a taller Matisse Thybulle.
Hey,
that's what he is.
We like Pat Williams.
I miss Bulls talk.
Yes,
me too.
It's terrible.
And also, screw Walker Kessler. Sorry. That was
last
mean.
Night, Pat Williams, 30 minutes of action gave you 6 points. You better watch yourself.
Didn't even hit 10.
That's all right. I took Desmond Bain tonight, and he can't hit a 3 to save his freaking life.
I guarantee you look at Walker Kessler's number, off the fucking charts. You know why? Laurie Markkanen's not in.
Apparently not last night, so.
Pat Williams
I told
is
you
awful.
guys. Pat Williams is fucking terrible.
He's awful, dude.
Listen, he just had a rough shooting night the other night, 2 of 11. All right, it's all right. He's still working.
He is awful, dude.
He's terrible.
He's a young player, right?
Dude, Patrick. Oh, this is hard to say. Patrick Williams is a dollar store version of PJ Washington.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. That's fucking saying something.
He's terrible. He's terrible.
Also
wasted.
I have a side note. Why did I say Malik? Mikal Bridges had like 10 points the last game, not even. He has 38 tonight. He's 38, 7 and 5, 14 for 18 from the field.
Get him, Mikal.
Holy shit.
Franchise
honestly,
of the Nets. Franchise of the Nets.
I think I can score more points than Pat Williams.
TJ McConnell.
in an
Yeah, but I'd
NBA
say
basketball game.
you're also a better point guard apparently than TJ McConnell. So
Well, that's not saying much either.
What, like rec league or
It doesn't matter.
Pee-wee ball?
would you have rather have
Same
Isaac
championship they're
Okoro?
playing for.
Whoa,
Would you rather
man.
have Isaac Okoro or Pat Williams?
Neither.
Okay, because that was just pick.
Literally, just give me a dead body on the fucking.
So you would rather
Oh.
have Obi Toppin because he was like the next guy that was doing anything.
Obi Toppin. I would have taken Obi Toppin over
At 4? Okay.
Pat Williams.
They all
Obi
suck.
Toppin is without a doubt better than Pat Williams, though.
Well, I mean,
Without a doubt.
their win shares
he?
are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Pat Williams starts. Obi Toppin can't get run off the bench.
He starts
Yeah.
on the Bulls.
He's
He
on
starts-
the bench for the Knicks.
The
He's-
Knicks have a pretty solid rotation right now.
For the last
be
few
a
years
7
too.
seed.
He's always been a bench player.
First off,
What?
He's always been a bench player.
Where's
starts-
Obi Toppin? Oh, you want Obi Toppin over Julius Randle?
Sure. I drafted him
Over the
top
last
10,
few
why
years.
not?
You fucking drafted him in the top. It's not my fault.
I didn't do anything. Screw
Apparently you
Obi Toppin. He
did.
sucks right now. But I'm saying I'd rather have him
Whoa,
than Patrick
the
Williams.
tables have
If you draft someone that high, guess what? That's your
They go-
future at that position.
You're not wrong.
no, that's not true. It's not
Guys,
true.
this has been a
Bulls have done
really
that
good episode. This
10
is great.
times,
The Bulls
the
are
past-
fucking trash.
5 years, and they traded them all away. Except Kobe White, who sits on our bench.
I've heard way too much Bears and fucking Bulls talk today.
Why?
Let's talk Cubs, shall we? Pitchers and catchers reported today, boys.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Oh,
Dansby
yeah,
Swanson was
February.
there. Sia Suzuki was hitting fucking moonshots.
Frankie Montas already threw out his arm.
This guy was hitting moonshots on pitchers and catchers day.
Yeah, can't wait for the Cubs to win 70 games.
So, boys' day at the Phillies Cubs game.
I don't want to go to that shit fucking place.
No
When-
shot.
when-
That's why we get tanked up.
When do we ever hang out?
That's why I'm saying we need to.
We talk
Okay.
about it and we never do it. So what's the point of this?
You
We,
guys
di-
look
we
together.
discuss too much.
Because anytime we ask, it's, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm out in freaking Guatemala. Oh, cool. I'm in Antarctica.
Hey guys, I can't control my job, all right? I do have a list of where I'm going when, so
I'm,
want to put something on my books,
I'm losing.
feel free.
I'm losing a used car amount in Atlantic City.
It might have been a little bit more than that.
I
Right.
mean, Val,
Go
Just-
get some rest.
where are
just a
you?
smidge.
Where are you traveling to next, Cam? What's on the schedule?
Actually, this place.
Of course, why not? Where else?
In
would you
March.
go?
And I'm going to a Suns game against the T-Wolves on ESPN.
I
and-
heard Katie's on load management that night.
KD doesn't do load management. That's what separates him from LeBron
No, he
James.
just takes
Next
loads
question.
to get fucking
Jesus Christ.
championships.
Okay, well, I think that's gonna do it for us. What a great episode! Thank you, Travis Kelsey. Thank you, Travis
thanks for
Kelce.
being here.
BBC Travis Kelsey. I'm pretty sure.
We are big fans of New Heights here. We are
Oh,
all New Heights
absolutely.
fans.
The-
Great
the
show.
New Heights
Absolute
podcast.
Great show.
The best podcast out there. For
We love New
Brian,
Heights.
for Jordan, for Cam, and myself, Ryan. I just went blank.
Fucking stuff your
Holy
left eye.
shit! And shut the fuck up.
Jeez.
You shut the fuck
Cam,
up right
take us
now.
out.
If you like what you see, like the video, subscribe. We're still on 20
Like it.
subscribers because we suck at social media.
Yeah, we're still on
Cam,
the way.